Alright then, so Hungarian Grand Prix. So here's the grid for today's race. We have Jazzy, who will be starting from pole. We have Ramza alongside him on the front row. We have Falcon in third, but he won't be starting due to a race ban. Jaden lines up fourth. Albert will be lining up fifth for Williams, and Jerry alongside him in sixth. Razor has qualified in P7, followed by ASM in P8 for Haas. Mirage qualifying P9 for AlphaTauri on his debut, and Evan unfortunately didn't get a clean lap in Q3, that means he starts 10th. BMW starts P11 for Alfa Romeo, Snook starts 12th for Aston Martin, Finn starts in 13th for AlphaTauri, Rapid starts 14th for McLaren, Stealthy starts 15th for Ferrari, Zhao starts 16th for Alpine, and Ninja lines out the grid in 17th. All the drivers now just lining up in their position. Right, so all the drivers will be getting their engines revving here for the start of the second ever Hungarian Grand Prix. So we're gonna have 5 lights now ahead of the drivers here for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go. Jazzy gets a good start. He's got a bit of wheel spin though, and now Jerry will have a little bit of a slow getaway as well in the background there. And now I think there's a Haas car who got a great start. I think that's actually I think that's Jaden now who is in the lead, and Jazzy looks like he's fell down a few positions. Jerry is now taking the lead out into the middle sector here. Sorry, not in the middle sector yet, but at the end of the first sector. That's Ninja going off the track a little bit from the back of the grid, and so now oh, and there's Jack. He's slowly trying to get out of the pit lane. I don't know if he can actually do anything about that, unfortunately. But look, we've got Jerry now still leading the way. Oh, he almost hit that sausage curve. He's gone deep, and now he's hit the other. Oh my god, I think that's Jazzy who has flipped there. Yes, it was. Jazzy's flipped, and he's spun it back round, and there's Ethan as well in the background on his all account, barely keeping it on the track there. Well, he didn't keep it on the track, but he kept it out of the wall. And now Ramza has taken the lead. So it's a good first lap overall for Romza now. He's got I think Outgut right behind him in second place now, and then we have I think, is that Stealthy in the background? Oh, but there's a Haas car going deep there at turn 1. I think that's Jaden. Yes, no, it wasn't. Who is that? I think that's Jack. Yes, it is Jack. Jack is pulled over to the side of the track. I think that's him gonna be out of this sprint race, but it looks like he's in a safe spot, so I think he will be uh, not causing a safety car there. And now under the second real racing lap here, we've got Romza still leading the way. He's got 7 tenths now to Alga in second here, and then we have Stealthy in third, Rapid fourth, though he's under pressure from Evan and Razor here, who are trying to get past as we go now down to the end of the middle sector. Rapid is defending away here. Looks like Evan has managed to get past him though. And Razor now will be hot on his heels, trying to get past, but Jerry is disconnected. Jerry is disconnected. I think maybe he lagged out, and that's what happened there. And that's going to be Jerry out of this sprint race as well. So he's going to be starting from the back of the grid for the main race. And now Romza's gap is extending even more. It's 9 tenths now. Stealthy, you know, it's actually looking very fine right now. He's actually put in the fastest lap of the race here, albeit it's still only lap 4 of 15, so anything can still change. He's got his teammate Evan though in the background. He's doing a really good job there. Let's see. And so Romza's gap right now, he's doing a stellar job out there for I believe he's driving for Williams. So he is pulling a gap. Look at that gap. He's pulled 1.3 seconds over Stealthy in that first sector there. So now he is, oh, but Stealthy had a big tank slapper there on the curb, and he's gotten another one. Now he's been overtaken by Snook here. How has Snook actually gotten up here? He's found his way up in the second place all of a sudden. Great job from Snook then to put that Aston Martin right now into the first few positions, despite that poor start. And Ja looks like he's made a mistake and he's flipped, and now he's dropping all the way to the back of the queue here. And now Romza purple last sector, so he's got a lot of pace still right now in that car. Stealthy's dropped back to 4th place now, so Stealthy losing a bit of time now to the Snook and Rapid, who are trying to catch up now to Romza ahead, but looks like Romza is really just pulling away right now. He is just absolutely dominating right now in this sprint race. Hits a bit of the curb though, that he needs to be careful there. And Snook though, he's under attack now from Rapid and Stealthy now. So Stealthy looking to try and make his way past the Aston Martin. And Snook though is trying to fight back against Rapid now in the McLaren. And Rapid is trying to hold on now as we go through the SS. Snook had a bit of a slide there, keeps it out of the sausage curbs though. And he's going to live on to fight another day. But now he's still going to be under attack now from Stealthy, who is trying to sweep his way through into the podium positions now. This would be a great podium if Stealthy could manage to get one. And it would be great for his status in the team as well, because he is a reserve driver for Ferrari, so he is here in replacement of Sogidik, who I think is missing. I'm not sure where he is, but Jazzy is actually very fortunate that Soggy isn't here, because this could be a great place for Soggy to gain huge points on Jazzy if he were here, of course. We've got 9 laps or so remaining here. Rapid now is under pressure from Snook. They're going side by side now, going round into the final corner of sector 1. And Rapid and Snook, they're going side by side now through the S's, and they're still just about side by side going through the second part of the S's now. Snook trying to have us way past to try and get into second place, but he's flipped. Snook's made a mistake, and that's going to see him all the way down and dropping to the back of the field. Is he going to have the same fate as Finn though? No, thankfully for him, he's managed to not get stuck on that fence there, so he is very lucky not to get stuck there. And now we have Rapid still trying to make a name for himself. Stealthy has hit the curb, but that's going to put him under pressure now from his teammate here. His teammate Evan maybe will be calling for team orders there, as Evan of course is in a higher position in the championship, so Ferrari would ideally want Evan to be ahead, but they might allow Stealthy to race him if everything goes well. And then back there we've still got Ninja, AMW, Jaden, me, Jazzy in there. We've got Pekar in there, Razor in there, Snook. This is a very, very long train. And then we have Ethan and Ja way long way back right now. Rapid though, he's pulled about, I think, over a second in that first sector alone on Ramza's lead. Ramza's put in a personal best sector now to try and compensate, and it looks like it's worked because he's gained another second back on Rapid here, so he is looking very good out there. AMW's lost some positions. I think he made a mistake back there. So now, as we go into the final chicane, Ramza is still trying to build that gap right now to Rapid right now. As you can see there, Rapid in the background, he is trying to catch up and get his first, I think, actual win. Although technically it wouldn't be a win because it's a sprint win, but still counts nonetheless. And then we have Ninja now. He is trying to defend from Jaden here for this 5th place, I think it is. And then Evan is also in the mix there. So they need to try and catch up to the Ferraris in front, who are starting to pull a bit of a gap now, I think, to those two behind them. We've look at that long train though of cars from I think 3rd all the way down to 13th. So that's about 10 cars in a really close proximity to each other. And now we've got Ninja and AMW fighting for 5th place still as we go. Oh, Ninja, the tank stepper out of the S's there. Now he's under pressure here from Jaden, I think, and Nee as well. So those two are looking very, very quick right now. They want to try and get past both AMW and Ninja. AMW looks like he's fallen back now behind a pair of drivers now as we go down into the final chicane. Looks like Ninja on those mediums, maybe he's feeling some tire wear, whereas those on the hard tires, they'll be definitely able to go to the end. It's now Nee and Ninja now going side by side down into turn 1. I think Nee is going to get the measure of him though as we go now to the turn 3 and 4, and then looks like Nee is in front. No, not quite. Ninja is still trying to hold on. Nee is still putting the pressure on though, and now going through to the chicane. This is a great scrap right now. We've got 4 drivers in the shot right now. They are so close to one another here in this sprint right now. As they make their way now down into the S's here, they are doing a really good job to stay close to each other, but looks like Nee now has managed to pull a bit of a gap here from Ninja and AMW and Jaden as well. Jaden, I think, made a mistake in the background there, as you could see, so he's now lost a few positions there. But out in front, the gap is still growing. It's still 4.3 now, as we've got about 6 laps, I think, as we cross the line now to start lap 10 of 15 or 9 of 14. And the gap now 4.1, so it's been fluctuating there. Evans in the pits. That's a very strange decision. We've got 5 laps remaining. Is he trying to do the Jerry strategy here? But I'm not sure if it's gonna work as well on this track compared to Jerry. So this is an interesting strategy. Have Ferrari hired Ferrari strategists here for the Hungarian Grand Prix, as he comes out behind, I think, Ethan and in front of Ja. So Jazzy right now in P8, he's sitting decently. The thing is, he doesn't need to score very big points. He can still just finish, and he will probably still be able to score good points over Sogilik. And remember, he is coming into this weekend 5 points, just 5 points behind Sogilik, so he can easily get that lead of the championship here if he manages to score that few points. And as we go now to lap 11 of 15, so at the moment the gap is closing now a little bit. Looks like, let's see, the gap 2.7. Rapid still has a chance. Oh, Stealthy has lost his front wing. And he's into the pits now with Ninja as well. These two have chosen to pit very late in the race as well. I think Evan will probably get past both of them with the undercut, as he's now making quick work of the RDA car of Ethan, who is on his all account, as I said earlier. So Ethan having a dreadful race right now down there in 12th out of the points right now, even though it is still the sprint. So he still has a shot, but there is not much of a chance for him to score big points here, as Rapid looks like the gap is about 3 seconds now. Let's see, yep, so it is about 3 seconds. So Rapid not really gaining on Ramza too much. Then we've got Knee in third place. He's about 7 seconds back from Rapid right now. So he's probably just gonna have to settle down for that third place. But meanwhile, for fourth place, we've got a nice battle between AMW and Jaden right now. Stealthy is put in the fastest lap of the race in P11, but that won't count for any points down there, because he is not going to score points for the fastest lap no matter what in the sprint race. So here we've got AMW still trying to defend right now from Jaden here. And you know, we've got Jesse in the background, so Jesse could still do something about this, although he has Pecker. Pecker is actually managing to get past Jesse now, so Jesse losing the position now. He's going to be dropping down to P7, and oh no, it looks like, Pecker has lost some time there, I think. Got a lot of vision lag though, it's a bit difficult to tell really. Out in front, the gaps now. Oh my, that's Rapid going off onto the curbs there, I think. He's made a mistake there. That's gonna cost him a lot of time, and he's now 5.8 seconds back. That's Rapid. I think gonna have to settle down for second place and avoid chasing down the Williams driver ahead of him. And now back to the battle for fourth place. We've got 4 drivers once again here in this very close proximity right now. They're all battling away. These measly 1 point per position here in the points. This could make a big difference in the championship later on in the season, should it come down to a single point or two. So Jesse would want to probably be at the front of this train, but he doesn't necessarily need to at the moment per se. So the safety car window now will be closed, so we won't be having any safety car this sprint race. Actually very fortunate, because that would have interrupted the racing, but it would have definitely thrown a bit of a spanner into the works. But we'll see if anything changes from here to the finish line. So Evan right now, he's in 8th place. He's back into the points despite that pit stop. He could actually catch up to this train here if they keep battling. Look, you can see Evan in the background. He could actually catch up to this train with 2 laps remaining from this point here. So Evan mustn't give up at this point. He still has a shot at good points right now if he can keep that pace up. The gap right now from him to the back of this train is about 3 seconds, so he can just keep on trying to put the pressure on. Maybe he could force a mistake out of one of these 4, as now Pecker is looking to try and get past Jaden here. Jaden is in 4th place, but he could be maybe not for long though, as Pecker goes round the outside. He's having a little look there. He can't quite get the move done though, and now going down into the first hairpin here. Well, somewhat hairpin, not quite a full-on hairpin though, as now looks like AMW and Jazzy are falling away from these two a little bit here now, and Jaden is still holding on here. Looks like in the background there's AMW. He's been overtaken now by Evans, so Evans managed to get the first driver in this queue here, and that's going to be him up into 7th place, and now he'll be looking to try and chase after these drivers ahead of him, and maybe they could get good points, as now we've got Rapid, who is under pressure now from Knee here, as going down into the final chicane. Rapid is under attack from the Williams driver, sorry, not Williams driver, AlphaTauri driver, but he's driving for in a Williams car, and now the gap between them is under a second, so he has got DRS on the final lap of this race here. Anything could happen for this right now, but we've also got Evan right now. He's in that train for the battle in 4th place. So we've got 2 battles right now. We've got a battle for 2nd place, and we have a battle for 4th place down the road there, as you can see. So Jesse wants to try and defend this position. He could probably let Evan go though, because I don't think it's realistic to hold up Evan, and yes, that's what he has done. Evan's now swooped and his way up into 4th place now, so Evan will be scoring 5 points right there. And back to the battle for 2nd now. We've got Rapid. Oh, Nee made a mistake though. Nee cost a bit of time there. I think he lost the back end a little bit there. And now he's gonna be, I think that's gonna be his chances of getting 2nd place gone now. But all eyes now on the leader, Romza. He's round the final corner now. And he's gonna be weaving and crossing the line. And he will win the sprint race. He'll take 8 points for Williams. And now down into 2nd place, we've got Rapid and Nee. They're very close to each other now, and they cross the line. And there will be Rapid in 2nd place. Nee will be finishing in 3rd. And Evan will cross the line and finish in 4th place with the fastest lap. And Jazzy just about gets 5th place on the line to Jaden there. So good job from Jazzy. That's going to be 4 points for him. And that means now the gap at the top of the championship will be just 1 point between himself and Sogedic now. And then we also have Stealthy in 7th place, AMW in 8th, Ninja 9th, Razor in 10th, and then we have Algat 11th, Mirage finishes 12th, Ja finishes in 13th, Picker looks like he's not finished the race, Snook is in, I think he'll cross the line to be 14th probably. There is Ethan in 16th, though he has got no front wing and he's just having a terrible day right now down there. That is very, very unfortunate for him. So that is going to be Snook in 14th, and I think Ethan now will cross the line to finish in 15th, the last of the finishers actually. So that is it then for your sprint race. Right, so now the drivers will be lining up for their starts here. So the sprint race results will be the main race grid results here. So we'll probably have 1 or 2 pit starters, but I don't think we'll have too many. So this will be very interesting to see how many drivers will be able to get a good start out of this and set themselves up for a good race in the end. So the drivers now will be on to their formation laps, and we'll just be hoping for none of them to crash out already. We have 19 drivers here today, which is actually a crazy amount to think of it, which is almost a full grid of drivers out there. So our grid order will be Romza on pole, Rapid in second, Nee will be third, Evan fourth, Jesse fifth, Jaden in sixth, Stealthy seventh, AMW eighth, Ninja ninth, Razor 10th, Outgut 11th, Mirage 12th, Ja 13th, Snook 14th, Ethan in 15th, Hikar in 16th, Jerry in 17th, and Jack in 18th. So, well, Jack has already crashed on the formation lap, which is a bit unfortunate. So, we're going to have 18 drivers on the grid today, I think, or maybe 17, if you count ASM and Pekar who are in the pits. Right then, so looks like we've got all the drivers now. They're all going to be in position. Right, so now all the drivers will be getting their revs up now for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And we're going to be having 5 flights ahead of the drivers now for the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Ramza gets a bit of wheel spin on the start there. And now we've got the McLaren getting a poor start there. I think that was Rapid, who is now going to be dropping back in the field now. Ramza looks like he's managed to retain his lead out of the chicane now. And we've got Jaden and Nee now trying to pick up the lead here as we go now down to the end of the first sector now. And Ramza making a bit of a mistake there. Jerry in the background as well hitting that curb. So now Ramza going deep. Oh, he almost got the track limits violation there. And now Jesse and Nee are trying to get that lead off Ramza now as we make our way through to the S's. Oh, Ramza hitting the curb, and now that's sent him from pole position down all the way into the back of the field now. So it's going to be Jesse who has somehow come out of this in the lead of this race here on the first lap. So that is a great start for Jesse now, and he's got Nee still breathing down his neck though, so Nee wants to try and get that lead and try to secure his position in this race. And we finish now. We're gonna be down and we're done with the first lap. So Jesse leads the way. Nee is in second place right behind him though, and we've got Augat I think in third place, and then we have Ninja and Evan in the mix there. We've got a whole line of cars. Look at that. We've got so many cars in there. That's gonna be very confusing indeed there. We've got so many cars in that midfield right now, just trying to fight away for positions right now. And now Ni is trying to make his way up into the lead here, and he's managed to do so. He goes round the outside at the hairpin there, and he's now up into the lead of the race. Jesse now is down to second place, and Jesse wants to try and get that back into that first place. And Jesse is under pressure now from Outgut behind him still as he goes a bit deep. Outgut is going to be getting a bit of an invitation there. And has there been a crash? I think there has been. Romza has crashed out. So I don't think that's going to be a safety car. So because he is off the racing line, very far off it. He's almost off the into the wall already. He's very close to the runoff already, so it is okay. So now we've got Ni leading the way here. Looks like Jesse has now been overtaken by Algar, and he's now going to be under pressure from Rapid. No, he's not actually. He's pressurizing Algar instead here for that second place once again. He wants to try and get past, so he wants to try and gain maximum points on Solidek. This could define the championship here. This could be a championship defining race if Jesse scores huge points here. So Ni and Alga here are playing a big role right now in this championship fight. And Algot right now, he's still trying to hold off Rapid. Oh, Rapid's actually gotten past Jesse. Jesse looks like he's made a mistake. Now, although Rapid has now dropped back again, so Rapid losing some time again, and now Jaden is trying to attack Jesse again as we go down into the final corner onto the main straight now. And Jesse is now in the slipstream of Outgut and Ni, who are fighting for the lead actually. This may be deceiving. It's not actually a Williams 1-2. Ni is driving for AlphaTauri, but Algut is driving for Williams. So Algut wants to try and redeem himself for the numerous DNFs he has had this season, and he wants to try and get this first win for Williams here, which would be big points for Williams if they were to be able to do that. And Ni has now lost the lead. Ni has lost the lead to Algut now, who is trying to get past, and now Algut has lost some time though. He got on the curb and now he's back down into second place, but he's sending one down the inside through the SS. Ni now has been overtaken once again by Algard. So Algard has made amends for that mistake, and he's back up into the lead now. As behind we've got Jesse now back into third place. He's got Ninja a bit behind him. Oh, Jaden's actually the one behind him now. Jaden managed to get past Ninja in all of that situation there. Now Rapid is down into 6th place, I think, and Stealthy is in there, and then we have Razor and Snook, I think, as well in there. So this is very tight up there in the back positions right now. We've got Outgut still leading the way right now with a modest gap to Ni right now in 2nd place, and then we have Jazzy about 2 seconds behind, and then we have Jaden in 4th, and I think Ninja and Stealthy and Razor, and I think Snook might be in there. No, Snook isn't. Snook is in the another queue right now. So got a bit of a train now forming here. So clearly Alga and Ni have got some pace right now compared to the others. Jersey is trying to just about keep up, but he might not. He might seem to be in a world of his own now as Jaden loses the back end. Then oh wait, is that a? Oh, Jesse's out. Jesse's crashed in the chicane, so that's gonna be a safety car deployed then. And Jesse, the championship protagonist here, he's going to come out of Hungary 1 point behind Solidek here. So Solidek will be very pleased with that. This is gonna be Jesse's first DNF of the season. And Rapid, Jaden, Ninja, Stealthy, Razor, Jerry, everyone is in here, but barring Outgut and Ni now. So this is gonna be spicing things up. Ja has chosen to get out of the stay out of the pits as well. Right, so we've got a lot of people who have pitted. And there's Alka and Ni now. They have come in to the pits now. So I think they're going to be down a few positions though. And Ja is also now coming into the pits here. So this has neutralized the race now. We've gone about a quarter way of the race now. Right, so there's Alka now. He's been picked up by the safety car too. Yeah, it looks like Ni now is in second place still, and looks like no one has actually managed to gain a position on either of these two drivers out in front. And Ja now is down back into the midfield, so these two, their lead now has been evaporated, so they just need to be a little bit more careful of the drivers behind them. So this is going to be interesting then. If is all the drivers going to be able to? Are the drivers going to be able to catch up in time? So the safety car will be coming in on this lap here. We've got we're going to be having looks like Ethan is still trying to catch up here. We've got also Pekar who will be catching up here. So now Algat will be leading the queue, although no Algat has dropped back a few positions now. There is Asan into the pits, so the safety car. Now Algat has gone. So Algat looks like he's gone very early there. So Algat is going to be leading the drivers away now for the restart here. And he's got a decent margin now. I think that is actually Razor. Has Razor overtaken a few drivers under the safety car? I think that he has. So Razor will probably get penalized later on in the race if the FIA choose to look into that. So now Rapid is down a few positions in there as well. We've got Algat still holding on to this lead right now, and he's got Razor still behind him. Razor wants to try and catch up now. Razor and Algat, both of them have points to prove here. These two drivers have lost out on quite a big amount of points due to things either not in their control or in their control. And Razor though looks like he's dropped back now. He's under pressure from Rapid and Jaden now, as they are going now to the end of the middle sector. Drivers all having to avoid that sausage curb there to avoid flinging themselves completely off the track. So now Razor is under pressure from Jaden, as Rapid is now up in the second place, but he's gone deep and that's cost him some time now. Razor is back up in the second place, but not for long. The Rapid got a great exit out of that final corner and he's back into the second place now. And Jaden is trying to get past Razor now as we go down into turn 2 to start lap 10 of 29. And so we've had Stealthy, Jazzy, Snook, Ramza, and Jack who are now out of this race. And well, Stealthy is technically still in this race, but he's just, well, a way long way out of touch in this race now. He's, I think, 2 or 3 laps down at least. So he's going to be finding it way harder to try and get back into the fight now. So Ferrari now have 1 man down. They're going to be having to depend on Evan now, who is still actually kind of struggling in the midfield. He showed good quali pace yesterday, but now he's down in 8th place right now. He's battling with Ni and trying to fight Razor now for 7th place. So Razor's gone completely backwards now in this safety car period. And and Outgut is stretching his margin, although Rapid and Jerry is somehow actually in third place now. I'm not sure how he's managed to do that. He started from, I think, P17, and now he's all the way up into third place already. Brilliant job from the Mercedes driver there. He's on a mission right now to just pull away into the sunset from the guys behind him. And looks like the top three now, they're forming a bit of a bubble right now from themselves to the drivers behind them. Although Algard seems to be quite in a bit of a league of his own at the moment. The gap right now to second place from Algard is currently 1.9 seconds, and then we have Jerry 5/10 behind Rapid right now. Then we have AMW, Jaden, and ASM in there, but they're a little bit out. Oh, that's a big crash in the background. Who is that? That's Ja, who has had a major incident there. That's gonna be another safety car deployed, and Ja has left the game now. So that is gonna be, oh, and Outgut hits the wall in the pit entry, so he's gonna be losing some time from that, and they all have to file their way through the pit entry now safely if they want to be careful not to lose positions. Looks like Knee and Hacker, I think, have chosen to stay out. That's a very interesting choice here. So I don't think this strategy of waiting it out will work though. And looks like they have overtaken the safety car though. So I think the SC will be waiting over there for another lap. And so these two might actually work. Their strategy might actually work out in the end then. So Jaden Ninja are now in. And there's Ethan in P11 right now, I think, or P10, I should say. He's doing a decent job to actually stay in this race right now. So these measly points could add up to a good finish later on in the season if he manages to maintain these points. And now Ni, Pekar, and they are going to be in now from the lead of the race. So they have chosen to and Algard, are these two gonna get out ahead of Algard? You can see Algard there in the background. He's making his way down the main straight. This is actually gonna be a bit tight here. Algard making his way down. Oh, I think Ni has gotten the lead. Yes, he has. Ni has managed to take the lead away from Algard. So it's a great in lap then from Ni actually to put himself up into the lead now of this race. Very good job from Ni then. So currently we've got 13 drivers technically still on the lead lap here. So the order right now will be Ni, Algard, AMW, Rapid, Jerry, ASM, Razor, Evan, Hekar, Mirage, Ethan, Ninja, and Jaden here, and then we have Stealth way out of touch in this race. He is a few laps down right now. So now the safety car will be coming in here, and Ni will be gaining control here. And for some reason the safety car has dropped back now, so Ni here will have control of this queue here. As we've got, oh my, that's a lot of drivers blocking themselves in the midfield. And Ni has gone now, so oh, had a bit of a tank slap on the exit though. And now he is going to be leading them away down the main straight for this Hungarian Grand Prix, which we have already had 2 safety cars, despite we are not even halfway into this race. So this has been quite an interesting race so far. Ni has managed to take the lead. As you can see, Algard now in second place. AMW is leading a long line of cars that you can see as we now go down into turn 5, I think here this is. And now through these chicanes here. AMW has lost some time though, and oh, there's a Williams car going off. I think that was ASM, so ASM will probably get a track limit violation for that. So now Ni is leading them away, and the gap right now is just over a second. Though looks like Algat has managed to catch up significantly here. He's pulling into the slipstream of Ni now, and the gap now 1.4 seconds from Ni to Algat in second place. So these two are doing very good right now, and Rapid is just about clinging on to the back of that Williams car in front of him. And then we have AMW trying to use Rapid as a bit of a tow truck right now to try and keep up with the leading pack right now. Look at that, we've got a whole gaggle of cars fighting for positions in there. They're all trying to just fight away for those very measly positions, but they could make a big difference in the end, at the end of this championship, where those points will all be tallied up. So we've got Algat still in second place. The gap's now gone down a little bit to 1.3 seconds. And Rapid now is actually falling into the clutches of Jerry right now, rather than catching up to the Algat and Ni in front of him. So Rapid not having a great day right now. He's actually losing some time now. He's back down to, I think that is 5th place? No, 6th place. And we've got a bit of a leaderboard glitch now. AMW is leading the race on the leaderboard, but it is Ni who is still leading the way. Although, as we say that, Algat takes the lead from Ni, and Algat is trying to get past now. Ni managed to get a good exit out of the hairpins, and now down into the S's. Algat trying to find his way past. He just can't quite find a way past Ni right now as we go around into the final few corners of Sector 2 now. And Ni covering off the inside a little bit to try and defend right now. And now Algat is still trying to get second place right now. And looks like AMW is just having a huge internet connection problem right now. He's having a whole lot of lag. Back to the fight for the lead now though. The two drivers going side by side down the main straight. Ni looks like he's got the better straight line speed though. He pulls out in front and he's back ahead of Algat now as we go down into turn 2 and 3 now. And AMW's leaderboard glitch is absolutely destroying the board right now. He's kind of glitching this thing out right now. He's clearly nowhere near that lead right now, so he must be working at McDonald's or something right now to have that bad of a Wi-Fi connection. And now Algat is into the lead. AMW now has disconnected, so that solves that problem. So AMW is out of this race then. So the McDonald's Wi-Fi has caught up to him, unfortunately, and Algat now trying to defend from Ni now. This lead which he just earned as we were talking about AMW there, and now going down into the final sector there. Razor has crashed out. Where is that? I think that is turn 2. So I think that's kind of a bit of a safe spot though for that car to be. We have ASM somehow way out of touch in this race as well right now. And then we have Ni and Algat still fighting away here. Algat looks like he's pulled a bit of a gap though, but Ni is very laggy as well right now, as you can see. So Algat is still pulling away right now, I think. We can't quite tell though. Ni is very laggy indeed, as you can see. Algat though, he's actually defending now from Ni as we go down into the middle sector here. Ni is doing a very solid job right now to try and keep up with Algat in front of him. Then we have Rapid about 5 seconds back from this, and then we have Pekka somehow in 4th place. Jerry dropped back a little bit now to 5th place, but he's still decently in touch right now. Jaden and Ninja right now, they're squabbling for 6. Oh, but Ninja's gone off the track. That's gonna cost him some time. So that's gonna be Jaden living on to fight another day for a little bit at least. And Alcat and Nee still separated by less than half a second. These two are just sticking together like two pieces of paper with glue in between it. So Alcat is just trying to pull away, but he simply can't get away from Nee right now, who is keeping him very much honest right now as we go now with 10 laps to go here. And Rapid is, well, falling way out of touch now from these two out in front. So Algat and Nee look like they're coming into the world of their own right now in this race. And I think realistically no one else is going to be able to challenge for this lead unless both of them crash out or if we get a safety car. So Nee though looks like he's lost a little bit of time now, as you can see. So Algat, maybe Algat have being a bit more easy on those medium tires as we go on board now with Nee through the chicane, going into the final sector though. Just about over a second now the gap from Nee to Algat, but Nee wants to try and keep up with Algat in front of him if he wants to stay in this fight for the lead right now. But Algat looking very quick right now out there. Look how precise those drivers take the chicane there. They have to be right on the limit to maximize those positions right now. And Stealthy, who is he's quite a way back, but he's actually he still could have a chance for points if he happens to have 2 more DNFs in this race. So Stealthy, just staying resilient right now. He wants to see if he can score any points right now out there and try to make it up for his problems earlier this race. And right now the gap in front, you can still see Algat. The gap is, oh, Algat hits the sausage curves. That's cost him the lead. Nee has now promoted himself up into the lead of this race. So Algat now is down to 2nd place. And Rapid, meanwhile, he's under pressure here from Jerry and Pekar now, who are trying to pick up 3rd place right now. So Rapid is under pressure right now as we go back to the lead battle though. And Nee is still holding on to that lead. Looks like the gap is under a second still right now. And oh no, it's 1.3 seconds. So Nee has managed to pull out of that DRS range here. And ASM has crashed out in the track limits zone. So that is a weird crash from ASM. That's gonna be ASM out of this race then. He has had a dreadful race this weekend overall. After the 3-place penalty for his qualifying mishaps with the track limits, he has had 1 track limit violation too many, it seems, and binned it into the wall. So that is Nino. That is it then. So ASM is gonna be out of this race. So we're gonna have 11 runners now. And I'm not sure, will we actually get any more pit stops in this race? Because these two leaders right now, they have a bit of a dilemma. If one of them pits, the other would probably just stay out to try and hold track position. But at the same time, if the other is choosing to stay out, would the other actually choose to pit in the first place? So that's a bit of a dilemma here for these two to figure out themselves. But back in the battle for the last podium spot, we've got Rapid still trying to defend here from Picard and Jerry and Jaden right now. No, Jaden's actually dropped back a bit. He's under pressure from Ninja now behind him. And then we have Mirage in 8th, Evan 9th, Ethan. He's still actually doing a decent job right now. He's in 10th place. He's scoring 1 point here. But it could be a very crucial 1 point later on in the championship, as now Nee is still holding on to this lead here. 1.6 now the gap actually, so he's pulled a bit of, had a bit of a slide though out of that corner. Now he's going to be losing some time from that. So he needs to try and make as little mistakes as he can right now. This could be Nee's first win, you know? he had third place on his debut this season in Canada, second place last race at France. Could he win today and make it 3 for 3 on podiums here? Ni is actually in a very solid spot right now to try and keep that podium streak going right now. He's been very consistent this season. So hopefully I did not put a commentator's curse on that there. His gap though is looking very, very clean right now. Look at that gap. It's, I think, 2 seconds or so right now. We'll watch for the update after the first sector. The gap 2.3 seconds. So Algot maybe falling out of touch from me now. He has to probably figure out if he wants to try something different. Maybe with an extra pit stop. As Jerry now passes Picker now for third place. So Jerry is making his way up into another podium position here, which could be very decent for the Mercedes driver in the championship. In terms of the championship here, as his two championship contender rivals are actually not in the points, as you can clearly see. So Jerry could actually have a big chance to put himself into this championship fight if he stays in that third place, and he's looking very likely to stay there. As Ni now has gap 3.3. You know, Ni actually, he could definitely win this race now. We've got 5 laps remaining. Jaden has chosen the pit, so Jaden may be triggering a wave of potential last few lap pitters, maybe. He thinks he's got the overwhelming pace to try it. Mirage from P8 has pitted as well, so Mirage, well, he hasn't really got much to lose, really. He was down in 8th, obviously. Hits over to the soft tires, so Mirage and Jaden, they'll be on a mission to try and catch up to those in front of him. Their next car to overtake would be Ethan, who is in P8 right now. So Ethan in 8th place, but he will probably be overtaken by the 2 drivers behind him. Ethan on his alt account because his main account has been hacked, so looks like Stealthy there made a bit of a mistake as well. So these two have been very close to each other. And then there's Evan in a no man's land there. Let's see what the gap now out in front is. The gap is 4.7 seconds. And Ninja now has come into the pits. Ninja has also chosen to come in for a potential Jerry strategy here. But it looks like Jerry himself doesn't really want to do that today, as Evan is also in. So these two have chosen to come in very late in this race here. As we go, there is Ethan right now. He's currently, I think, in P6 or P7. So he's doing a very decent job right now. But I think Jaden behind him here, look at Jaden. He's got a great exit there. He's going to have DRS, but I don't think he's going to be using it here. And now into the hairpins here. Look how much slower that RDA car is right now to the Haas car of Jaden behind him. And I think Jaden will probably make light work of him as we go now out of the hairpins. Ethan uses a bit of his ERS package, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold off that Haas car for very long, as you can see. And now Jaden is up into P7. Sorry, P6. And he is going to be chasing after Pekar in front of him, who is actually fighting with Rapid now for 4th place. And we have Jerry a bit further down the road, and right now the lead is about 6 seconds of a gap. That lead right now has been extending more and more every single lap here. So Ni is just having a great race out there. There's Alga in the background. You can see in the chicane as well. That's a very unique feature of that chicane, as Ethan has come into the pits. Ethan, he's coming into the pits with his stock car here. He's gonna be onto the soft tires, I would guess, with 3 laps remaining. So does he really think he has the pace to make up these positions? Although I think he's on the mediums actually. Interesting choice from him. Maybe he doesn't think those soft tires are going to be able to last long enough. So got 11 drivers in this race still. Stealthy is way out of touch still in this race as we cross the line now with 3 laps remaining, and the gap out in front is ever growing. As you can see, Algot now, he is 7 seconds behind, and then we have Jerry. Actually, Jerry is closing up, I think, to Algard a little bit, but I'm not sure if he's making enough of a dent into that gap to try and catch up for second place right now. And Picard is trying to catch up to Rapid in front of him for fourth place right now, but he seems like he's not really able to do so. And then we have Jaden right now in P6. He's got Ninja behind him. Right now the gap between Picard and Jaden is about 12 seconds, so that gap right now is not closing down significantly, but as we finish this race, those tires for the front runners, they could definitely wear down a lot more. So keep in mind the top 5, they haven't hit it for a set of new tires, because they are definitely in a position not to. And actually the gap now from Pekka to Jaden is actually 10 seconds. So Jaden's actually gaining quite a significant margin right now as we now go down into the middle sector. Let's see what the gap is now. It's still 10 seconds, so don't think Jaden's quite making the gap that the dent that he would want. And Alcott now, he's 10 seconds behind Knee right now. Knee is actually really in a league of his own. He can probably afford to just sit back and relax at this point. He doesn't exactly have to push right now. And Jerry is in third place. He's actually catching Alcott, you know. Maybe Alcott took a bit too much out of those medium tires earlier in that race. And Jerry is actually on the hard tires, so that could explain currently. Oh, Alcott made a mistake. He's gone deep there at the second hairpin, and now Jerry is going to be a little bit closer. As you can see, that gap is now under 2 seconds. Jerry went a bit aggressive on that curb there. He's trying to push every meter of this track here to try and catch up to the Williams in front of him here. As you can see, look how slow Alcott is there. Jerry looks like he's got so much more pace right now than Alcott here. Alcott will want to try and defend this position if he can. Meanwhile, our leader Knee here crossing the line to start the final lap of this race. So, well, it's been a really stellar race from the AlphaTauri driver here. AlphaTauri, remember, were last in the constructors after New Zealand, and look where they are going to be now. As Knee is leading this race right now, he's only got less than a lap to go right now, and the gap to Alcott behind him is 11 seconds. So he is just in a world of his own right now after Alcott dropped back from Knee, and now Jerry is just about under 2 seconds here. So Jerry, if Alcott's tires fall off the cliff a little bit too much, he could still have a shot at picking up second place. Alcott is definitely struggling on those tires, as you can see, and we're right on board with Jerry now down into the S's here. Let's see his gap now. He's looking way quicker. Look at that. We can see he's catching up to Alcott in front of him. So will he be able to catch up? No, oh, he hits the curb, and that's gonna cost him some time. But meanwhile, Knee going round to the final chicane now. Around the final corner we go here. Knee had a great result in the sprint, finished third place. He's crossing the line now, and he will win the Hungarian Grand Prix. Knee takes his first win for AlphaTauri here at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Alcott, though, he's holding on to second place, just about on the line. Alcott just about gets second place. I think one more sector and Jerry would have had him right there. And meanwhile, Pekka crossing the line to finish decently for fourth place. Rapids lost 2 positions in that last sector. Jaden comes in for 5th place. Ninja will be in 6th place. Rapid will finish in 7th. Evan, well, he's had a very strange race. He's had a very, very quiet race, actually. He's finishing in P8 here. And then we have Mirage, who will be finishing in P9 behind him, as you can see. And we'll watch now to see Ethan, who will be crossing the line now. And Ethan scoring a very valuable 1 point there. 52 seconds back from the leader, but a great race overall from the champion.